We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington football team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Love. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of... One there.
6-yard line.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Forced out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They're already trailing here in this 1st quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
There's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
31.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Love being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
In punt formation.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken it around the 40. 21-0 our score after 1.
Washington 21. Jaguars nothing.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone and all.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes this Washington 28. Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
They'll take over.
Now Gordon on 1st down.
The 19-yard
Fights loose. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Working out of the gun. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
You file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 1.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for Washington. 46 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long for Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's more. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And he will find his man on the outside. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 25.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. On play action, Rodgers steps away to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete. It's third down.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And a Jaguar first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
55, come on, guys, 55.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's 3rd down.
Now Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
16 yards. 3 and
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
For the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch him learn, can't relate.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points in. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And down right around the 37. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
First down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Love now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcast? There goes Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there by Gordon. 65 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
At the 9-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. He's going to run again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming. You know what? I know it's fourth down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on fourth down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on fourth down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That one complete. He finds Shark. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think